You didn't stay because you were weak, sis. You stayed because the man you fell in love with kept showing up right after he destroyed you. Let me tell you what nobody in these healing spaces are saying. We talk about leaving. We do the pros and cons list. We talk to our girlfriends. We Google signs of abusive relationship at 2 a.m. like we don't know what the truth is. But what keeps us going back into the abusive relationship isn't stupidity or even weakness. It's something way more calculated than that, and it has a name. My name is Evolving Ebb, and this is Healing Her, a safe space where we discuss domestic violence, the struggles of leaving, and the healing in the aftermath. Let's get into this video. I keep trying for you. I gave you all the love I got. I need you to think back to the beginning. Before the first time he grabbed you, before the name calling, before you started cringing at the sound of his car pulling in the driveway. Who was he then? He was attentive. He remembered things. He made you finally feel seen. Like every broken piece of you for the first time made sense to somebody. And that man was real. That's what makes this so hard. And here's the part that will mess you up if you let it. He still brings that man back from time to time. Usually right after the worst of it. Right after he's knocked your confidence down to nothing. Right after he's made you question your own memory, your own reality, your own worth. Right after he's had you pinned between a wall and a washing machine, he shows back up. Soft, apologetic, present. And your nervous system don't know what to do with that kind of whiplash. Because you're not chasing fantasy. You're chasing proof that that man still exists. I want to ask you something. Drop it in the comments. What's one thing he did in the beginning that made you think this is different? What was his signature move? Let's talk about it. This whole process and strategy is called the cycle of abuse. And the honeymoon phase, that tenderness after violence, is not a coincidence. It is a mechanism. It is the hook that keeps the cycle spinning. You're not being fooled. You're being manipulated by design. Let me give you a metaphor real quick that's going to make this click for you. Think about a rubber band. When you stretch it, pull it as far as it can go. What does it do? It snaps back every single time, no matter how far you pull it. That rubber band is you, and he is the tension. Every time you try to leave, every time you pack a bag, call a friend, find a little clarity, he pulls you back. The apology, the flowers, the purses, the vacation, the dinners, the tears, because they weaponize those too. The promises of therapy, the promises of anger management. That man from the beginning shows back up at your door. And just like a rubber band, you snap back to where you started. But here's the other reality of how rubber bands work. Stretch one too many times, and it doesn't snap back clean. It weakens, it warps, and eventually it breaks. That's what prolonged domestic violence does to your nervous system, to your identity, to your sense of reality. Every cycle stretches you further. Every honeymoon snaps you back a little more damaged than before. The goal isn't to stretch further. The goal is to stop being something that someone gets to pull. And it starts with understanding that that snapback isn't love. It's conditioning. So let's get practical, because I'm not here to just name the pain. I'm here to hand you something you can actually use. So here are 4 real reasons why you're stuck. And none of them are that you don't love yourself enough. That's lazy advice, and you deserve better, sis. Number 1, trauma bonding is a biochemical addiction, not a character flaw. The cycle of tension, explosion, and honeymoon literally releases cortisol and dopamine hits in a pattern that mimics addiction. You're not weak. Your brain chemistry has been hijacked. Number 2, your perception of self has been deliberately dismantled. He didn't just hurt your body. He worked on your mind first. Who you think you are has been shaped by someone who needed you to be small. That's not something you're going to fix with a good crisis. That's something you have to rebuild. And that's exactly what we do inside of the Soft Heart Society. The Soft Heart Society is built to help you stay out and rebuild the woman he tried to erase. If you're interested, the link is in the description. Number 3, You're grieving a person who never fully existed. You're not just leaving him, you're leaving a version of him that showed up in the beginning, the version that gave you hope and love, the dream of who he could have been or who he could be. That grief is real and it deserves to be processed. Number 4, you don't have a safe landing place. Leaving without a plan, without community, without someone who understands what you just survived, that's terrifying. And it's one of the main reasons women go back, because she cannot make sense of her feelings and she's surrounded by a bunch of people who can also not help her make sense of her feelings. Your average person will never understand why you're grieving a man who abused you. Another survivor or advocate will. So tell me, out of these 4, which one hit the hardest for you? Which one is your reason why you're stuck? Drop it in the comment section so another woman knows she's not alone. Real quick, before we go into this last final piece, I want to talk about something that's actually become a part of my healing journey. When I left, I had to find ways to reconnect back to my body, because domestic violence doesn't just leave marks that you see, it disconnects you from yourself, from your femininity, from the woman who existed before all of that. Waist beads became a part of how I came back to myself. They're a reminder that my body is mine, that I have autonomy over it, that it survived, and that it's sacred. I currently own a waist bead shop called the Vibe Collection. And right now, this is one of the direct ways that you can support this channel since I'm not monetized. Every purchase keeps this content coming and keeps the space open for the woman who's up at 2 a.m., cannot sleep, and have nowhere else to turn. The link is in the description. Use code YouTube for 15% off. I think it's 15% off. 15% off or free shipping. Y'all, listen, bear with me. And while we're at it, don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And please give me a hype if you can so that we can get this video out to help more women. So now that we know the why and we're fully aware mindset has changed, we understand that we are in a system that we have to break. We have an addiction that we have to break. Let's get into our exit. We have decided it is time to go. Or maybe we haven't decided. Maybe we've been nudged a little bit and we're like, this is starting to make a little sense now. It's clicking for me. Let's say it's clicking for you. You don't have to be ready to create your exit plan. I don't want you to feel like you got to be ready today. Actually, it's best that you create your exit plan when you're not ready. That way you have more patience and more time to execute properly. The exit blueprint exists for one reason: to give you the highest possibility of getting out safely with a strategic plan. With a plan that doesn't fall apart the moment he turns charm against you again. Because leaving a domestic violence situation is not just emotional. It's logistical. It's finances. It's legal. It's knowing what to say to your kids, how to protect your documents, what documents you need to make sure you have, where to go when you have nowhere to go. The exit blueprint walks you through all of this, step by step, so that when you're ready, you will be ready and you won't have to get ready. And then once you're out, the real work begins. Because leaving is one chapter, but staying out, rebuilding a sense of self, learning to trust your own judgment again after someone has spent years convincing you that you couldn't, that's a whole nother journey. That's what the Soft Heart Society is for. Not to make you hard and not to make you bitter, but to make you smarter, to make you stronger, to help you stay out, stay whole, and become the best woman you can on the other side of this, with a soft heart that no one can take from you. The exit blueprint will get you out. The Soft Heart Society will help you rebuild. Tell me in the comment section where you are in your journey. I would love to hear where you ladies are, how I can help, what other questions you need answered. And I need you to hear this before I go. That isn't broken. That's evidence of how deeply you love someone and how thoroughly that love was exploited. Healing from domestic violence is not about moving on. It's about moving forward with full knowledge of what happened to you, why it happened, and what you are worth on the other side of it. Educate yourself, move accordingly, break the addiction, and reverse the cycle, girl. If this video helped you, share it, like it, hype it, subscribe, and leave me a comment. Till next time, love yourself, protect your energy, and give with life exposure with grace and gratitude, girl. Love you.